Welcome everybody, this is Reviews and More, back with another fragrance review from a Middle Eastern house called Rayhaan. This is my first Rayhaan fragrance, and as always, if you like the review, please hit the like and subscribe button and check out the playlist and whatnot. So, first of all, again, this is my very first Rayhaan fragrance. This is Pacific Aura from Rayhaan. This is meant to be a dupe, schmoop, twisty, wisty, whatever you want to call it, of a Louis Vuitton fragrance called Pacific Chill. That's at least what it's going for. I'll go ahead and rip off this nasty cellophane that's making the lighting not work very well. And while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and tell you the notes. So first, we got top notes of mint, black currant, citron, bergamot, mandarin, and coriander. So that's actually kind of a large load of top notes. And again, it sounds like it's gonna be very citrus in the opening, which is always nice, always a mass appealing kind of way to go. And then we get middle notes of basil, which is hit or miss for me, I'll admit, because it's kind of a food herb. Carrot, which I've never heard of. Carrot, that's completely new to me. I know what carrot smells like fresh carrots. And then rose. And then base notes of amber, fig, and ambroxan. I'm most excited about what that fig, I love the fig notes, so I want to see what that ends up being like. So let's go ahead, without further ado, let's unbox this thing. Pretty standard presentation. Most Rayhaan fragrances I have seen are pretty mundane as far as their bottle presentation. Nothing super special about it. Just kind of does the job. Oop, it was in there really tight. 1 second. I pulled the lid off. Oh, ooh, magnetic cap. Didn't know about that. Magnet. Ooh, it's a strong magnet. That's a nice magnet. I know it's a dumb, has nothing to do with the juice, but that's a strong magnet. I love that. It's great. Just those little things, man. Little things, quality of life, make it better. All right, there it is. This is what it looks like. Nice. It's obvious that the idea is to be about like the ocean, kind of aquatic, even though the aqua notes aren't really on there. And the way we do it on my channel when I'm reviewing fragrances is I will spray on paper. I'll give you my impressions on paper, and then I spray on skin. I'll give you any differences I might notice on my skin. Usually it involves the citruses either being more or less sweet, just depending on what the breakdown is. Sometimes it makes the other middle notes pop out faster, but we'll see how that works out. So let's do a few sprays. Oh, sorry. And then after we do that, it'll blip over, the time will flip, and it'll be a few days me wearing this out and actually enjoying it. And then I can tell you about longevity, the note breakdown, how basically the fragrance ages over time. And speaking of ages, this bottle is basically brand new. It was bottled in July of 2025. It's now August of 2025. So this might need to do that M word, the magic M word that certain Middle Eastern fragrances need to do. So if that is the case, I will do a follow-up, probably as a short or maybe just a very short video like this, and we'll talk about that. So without further ado, let's do the paper test. Ooh, nice atomizer. Puts out a lot of juice. Let's see if I can just waft it towards me. No, ceiling fan's messing it up. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's like, even though marine notes aren't in there, somehow it's just a little bit aquatic, a little bit marine. It kind of gives that vibe. That might be like the basil and mint kind of combo coming together, but the citron, the bergamot, and the mandarin are definitely presenting pretty strong too. It's a little bitter on paper. It might be sweeter on skin. I'm not getting the middle notes yet. Maybe a little bit of the basil and just that freshness, that really aquatic vibe I'm getting might be the carrot note. Maybe it's like fresh kind of cut carrot. Maybe that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm kind of interpreting as being kind of aquatic. All right, let's go. Let it flash on skin. Let's take a big whiff. Oh, it's a lot sweeter on skin. And the basil comes out a little quicker. I can already kind of smell the basil. And it's a very sweet basil. It's not a very like food herbal kind of basil. It's very fresh, very aromatic. But yeah, the citrus is a little bit sweeter on skin. So I'm gonna put that in the arm too. Why? Because it smells good. All right, so put the cap back on before I start drinking this stuff. Overall, the opening is really nice. It's like a photorealistic citrus. It's not like sometimes you get the synthetic. I don't mind. Let me put this like this. I don't mind synthetic fragrances. I don't mind them when they kind of smell synthetic, because to me sometimes that ends up smelling very clean. Like think like Lemon Pledge. Obviously you know that smells very synthetic, but you also kind of associate it with a very clean vibe to it. I'm getting a more photorealistic kind of citrus from this, so it's meant to really smell like a fresh orange peel, lemon peel, bergamot, like all this citrus kind of mixing together. And the citron, bergamot, and mandarin is kind of what's going on there. But yeah, the basil pops through on skin faster than it does on paper, which kind of makes sense because your body is at 98.6 degrees, so all those chemicals are going to come off a little bit faster. But yeah, you'll see me blip back in just a minute, and then I'll talk about the dry down and the longevity and projection. But yeah, so far so good. All right, we're back. It's been a few days. I've worn this for a little bit. So first off, I will reiterate, the opening notes are immaculate. It smells like photorealistic citrus. It's just nice. It's got that little bit of mint in it. The mint's not like a main player until the dry down starts happening. That being said, the dry down kind of happens pretty fast. So if you're putting on skin exclusively, the dry down's very quick. I'd say you get maybe 20 minutes or so of that opening note on you that projects with any kind of real power. On clothing and likewise on paper, like the way I tested it, it lasts a good bit longer. So if you're gonna spray it and you're hoping to keep that citrus element around for a while, spray it on hair, spray it on your shirt, spray it basically where it's not gonna dry out, or heat up from your body heat and dissipate quickly. That being said, when the dry down does occur, it's going to be, for me, I didn't pick up much rose. Rose in the notes, I didn't get much of that. I understood what it meant by carrot. The carrot, think of like, it's not like the smell like carrot juice. It's more like just a general freshness. So it's like a greenish, a light green freshness combined with the basil gives it a little bit of hint of spiciness. The aromatic notion with it, it makes it a little bit kind of marine and aquatic in nature. Just the whole package kind of does that. So if you're looking for like, oh, it's gonna smell like basil, it does. It's sweet, but it's kind of aromatic, so it's got that kind of vibe to it. The best way I can describe it is the basil is almost a salty sweet basil, and it makes it kind of just gives it that marine kind of vibe. Combine that with the carrot and makes it kind of fresh on top of that. So it's like a fresh marine aquatic kind of vibe. But the final dry down, which really only takes about 2 hours to occur at most, is going to be that amber fig and ambroxan combo. The fig is just a vague sweetness. If you're just, it's not like you don't smell it and go, oh, you smell like a fig Newton. You smell like this. It's not that. It's more of like, okay, it's fresh, it's clean. That's what you kind of get from it. It's not like a sugary sweet. It's just like, hey, this is a fresh, clean dry down. Now, by the time it gets to that point, it's a skin scent. So when you smell it on yourself, it's like, okay, yeah, you can smell the amber, the resinous amber, the little bit of the ambroxan in there, and the total result is nice, but it's really a skin scent. You might smell it on yourself moving around a good bit, but it's not super strong. So that's my biggest critique. This is not a big, long-lasting, huge longevity kind of thing. Now it's also duping or cloning or twisting, whatever you want to call it, Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill, which is also well known for not having the best longevity or overall performance over time. So it's a critique, but it's a critique that the thing it's based on also suffers from. So that being said, if you want to put this on before you go to the gym, perfect for that. It's a perfect gym scent. You want to put it on before you go on a date, perfect for that as well. You want to put it on before, basically, if you're going to go out in the summertime for about 2 to 4 hours, this is awesome. It does a good job. If you're trying to put it on in the morning and hope that it's going to get you all the way, let's say you're going to work at 9, it might make it to lunch, but maybe not. So just keep that in mind. It's not like an all-day kind of fragrance where you're going to wear it. This is like an occasion fragrance. You're putting it on because you know you're going to be around people that you like and you want to smell good for a little while, not a long while. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown, guys. But that being said, there's not one element to this that I say is bad. It's just the performance doesn't go very far. I'd say 4 hours unless you seriously overspray onto clothing to keep the body heat from making those citrus notes in the opening dissipate so fast. That's the main flaw. If you put it on skin, those opening notes aren't going to last terribly long. But that being said, if you put it on clothes, you'll get more performance out of it. So you have a method by which to do it. But that's just what I ended up having happen with me. And if it's helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, have a great day. This is Rayhaan's Pacific Aura. I almost called it the LV one. There you go. Have a great day.